In a world of breaking news,
WKAT breaks the mold.
and sometimes the law,
WKAT, Kokomo.
But specifically about 12 miles west of Kokomo, somewhere along the Wildcat, not quite the Dick Bronson Memorial Bridge, but more closer to County Road 1240 West on the Deaf Child Road, about a mile back inland, by a cornfield.
Alright YouTube, thanks for getting here with me today. This is the third video that I made in a week, and it seems every time I get it back my editor will not edit it. It took me a few days to realize that the problem was the memory card. I changed memory cards. This should be a video. Thank you. So today I wanted to touch upon the Delphi case, and I think this is the third time I've done this, so I know what I'm talking about. I'll begin with the fact that Derek and the family has nothing to do with it. It's not revenge. Nobody knew they was going to be there that day. Nobody. Libby came up with the idea. Their sister took them. After they came up with it, the suspect was already there and seen by an eyewitness before they got there. There was nobody there waiting for them. That would have been easily found out. And that person would have been arrested very quickly if that was the case. So it wasn't pre-planned. It was a crime of opportunity. He was there, he was stalking, he was waiting for somebody that fit his idea of the victim that he chose. That's how that went down. Now, secondly, he was very bundled up for that day. It was very warm. And he had a good amount of clothes on to be out there hiking. Says to me he may have camped, may have been living homeless. And after the crime, I don't even think it was 6 days after the crime, they went right down, the police helicopters went right down the Wildcat Creek here, looking for campsites. That told me that he had probably camped there. Because why else? If you left in a car, why would you be searching creeks? See where I'm at? It says that he had probably camped. Now, I think that he is or was local. He knew the area very well. He knew the bridge. He committed the crime and got out of there. Now, he had either camped there, I know he had been there, I knew he knew the area. That says to me it wasn't his first time there. It wasn't, couldn't have been. He couldn't have staged it like that if it was his first time ever being there. But he knew. I would think that he lives in a perimeter between Logansport, Lafayette, and Kokomo. Like right within that triangle. Or did. He may have left. Now, that's probably not all of that I got to touch on it, but there's so much dilemma going on online. And people love to express their own theories, regardless of evidence. And people hop on that. Man, it is like the National Enquirer online. People cannot wait to read it and believe it. I'm not one of those people. I do stick to the evidence. And that's where I get my thoughts. I talk to the people to get the information that I want to express it to you. That's how I operate. Now, let me touch upon Daniel Nations. Daniel Nations was arrested in Colorado. The first thing that we heard about him is Daniel Nations, arrested in Colorado. Person of interest in the Delphi crime. Colorado cops said that there was many similarities between his crimes and the Delphi crime. And I thought, well, the only thing I'm really getting out of that is that the crime out there was done at a small hiking trail, just like this one. Now, aside of that, and I heard, I do not know factually, that Libby's body was covered with leaves and twigs. Now, Daniel Nation's mother was killed by his uncle. And Daniel Nations was there when her body was found by the police, and it was covered with leaves and twigs as well. Now, the man that was killed in Colorado with the .22 rifle, also found in Daniel Nation's trunk, he was covered with leaves and twigs. Some similarities. Now, Daniel Nation's legal issues have always been about him going to a place, watching porn on his camera, or his phone, masturbating publicly, and then confronting women to join him, stalking women. He has anger issues, PTSD, and he was at a small hiking trail, the place that he likes to go and do that. Says to me, this could be our guy. But they don't set people up in a small way. They know what people are looking for. He was a sexual offender that was on the run from Indiana. They knew he'd get picked up in due time. They had it all planned. He left in May from Indiana. Daniel Nations did. The sketch didn't come out until July. Something to consider. They made that sketch look like him. And I said from the go that that sketch was taken right off of his face, no doubt about it. But he never appeared to me to be the bridge guy. When I look at the bridge guy photo, I'm like, that don't look like Daniel Nations. The sketch? Yeah, that was taken right from him. I don't think that the bridge guy and the sketch are the same people. I don't. I really don't. I think it was a setup to get our attention on to Daniel Nations and not them not solving the crime. Law enforcement has lied time and time again. At the press conference, the head of Indiana State Police, Doug Carter, said, "We went out there to Colorado and we had a talk with Daniel Nations." I said, that's bullshit. That's straight bullshit. They never got to speak to him in Colorado. I knew that. I was in conversation with Daniel Nations. I knew they never talked to him. But he doesn't know that you don't know that. And that's what makes it a good lie. Now, I don't think that local law enforcement, namely Tove Lesenby, the sheriff, is out there trying to cover for this man. That's the FBI's job. They're federal, man. They know what they're doing. Why do you think they was there on the day that the girls were still being looked for, day 2, when it was just 2 missing girls, and the night before, Sheriff Lesenby had said there are no signs of foul play? The FBI don't show up for 2 missing girls. Sorry. It don't happen like that. They knew. They knew something. And they came in to cover. You can explain to me why over a year later, man, there's like, we don't know. But they won't tell you anything. They won't tell you anything. Well, that's part of the investigation. We can't just, well, excuse me. If I know the timestamp of when that photo or the image was taken of him walking on the bridge, that tells me how far behind the girls he was. It also tells me how well he knew that bridge to cross it. Tells me if he was local. That's exactly what it tells me. It tells me if he had been there. If he had crossed that bridge in the past. Now, he was seen by a woman before the girls got there. That's important. He was also seen by the flannel-shirted man. I know his name, but not giving that out. But he was seen leaving the trail. So we have a time that when it came, after Abby's picture, he was right to the bridge, abducted, took him over across the creek, committed the crime, and left. Didn't take a long time. He didn't take off with him and come back. It was all done at one shot, and he left. But that ruins any idea of revenge for a bad drug deal, family, anything like that. It was a crime of opportunity done by a monster. A monster that remains on the street and is a threat to society, FBI. Where's everybody's uproar over that? I don't see it. I only see me screaming that. Everybody else stands up for the boys in blue. Well, they're just doing their job. Well, they screwed up. Let me tell you something. When you got the FBI leading your investigation, CSI, forensics, you don't screw up. There are methods to investigation. You just don't go screwing up. People will do anything, but they won't blame those at fault. I do. That's my job. At least on YouTube, that's my job. And I'm sitting out here in the rain today. It was supposed to be 86 degrees. I don't even think it's 60. I'm freezing my fucking balls off in the rain. And I hope this video comes out. My editing has been very lacking. And it's for the reasons of, man, Cyberlink's Power Director is failing me, and I don't know why. I really don't. Now, it may be the memory card, like I had said at the beginning of the video, but it is not editing. In fact, I'm very lucky just to get an intro and the music at the end. I'm sorry. I mean, I can edit. I don't like to spend all day because my computer is messed up now. It will stay on for 2 hours. Then it goes off, comes on, goes off, comes on. And we'll do that repeatedly. Unknown reasons. So, I'm having a little issue making videos, but I'm still making them. You know, give me that. Some close lightning and a hummingbird. Maybe I can play the lottery. Mother Nature's bowling. Also out here at the pool gazebo, I have the whole thing surrounded with differing bird feeders, so I can sit here and watch birds all day. I love birds. I really do. Canadian geese are one of my favorite birds. They're social, very enjoyable, long-lived, mate for life. Let me see, anything else I need to touch up on? Oh, yeah, you know what? Yeah, I guess so. I got a troll. For this video, I'll call him Web Sleuth Shill again. That comes on there saying I don't know crap about this case. I haven't seen this guy put out anything regarding the case that was anything crap, and I think I'd only seen one video the troll ever made. He said that I was screaming that Daniel Nations was guilty. No, that is actually not the case at all, and I think most people that watch my videos will, you know, stick to that I have said that A, he is 100% guilty, or B, it's 100% a setup. Said it since his arrest. Because I looked into the guy. And the more I looked into it, the more I said he's either 100% guilty or this is a great setup. And they're not going to solve the case. Well, we went to the press conference a year in. They was lying. Then they say, oh, we went and talked to him. And right now, he doesn't concern us. What? Huh? You pulled everybody in for a year press conference to say the same thing you did 1 year before that? We need somebody to identify this pixelated image. 30,000 people have. All of them were wrong. Nobody can identify that. You cannot discern that man's facial features on that. It's too pixelated. You know that, FBI. Won't give us a timestamp. Won't say anything further. Call them. Tell them how you feel. That's what I do. Hello? Yeah, law enforcement, why ain't you solving the case? Why ain't you doing your job? Does it not bother you that that man's out there like it does us? Well, I say that, but I don't hear anybody screaming about it. The girls need justice. And the day that it should have been is over a year ago, when they should have arrested him. I don't foresee him ever going to court. I never foresee that man being arrested. I don't. If anything ever happens to that man, he'll be killed so that we can go, well, at least he's dead. But he'll never go to court. They will never have him go to court. They, the FBI, don't want him to go to court. Web Sleuth Shill says, oh, he's saying the Illuminati did it. No, it ain't the fucking Illuminati, asshole. That's such a generic term. The illuminated people are your celebrities. Those are the ones that they illuminate. Those are the ones that you believe in. Because they got the look you like. They're in the movies you like. You think they're really great people. No, they're contracted. They're contracted for life. And only say what they're told to say. Period. That's it. Period. That's what you hear out of them. That's why they're all fucking liberal idiots. That's why they want more laws on you and me. Because that's what they're told to say. Don't matter what the real truth is. They say what they're told to say. That's why you and I don't do interviews with these people. They go to shows and do that. Because we can't ask those and get that on film. We can't ask them their real responses. Anything that they say they're told to say, it's already preset questions that they agree to. Period. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this video up. I don't want it to be real long when I try to edit. So, I thank you all for joining me on this very rainy, cold-ass day. And I will catch you in my next video. Peace, everyone.